I swear life doesn't have to be as hard, or I should say it's not as hard as we make it seem. Yeah, I just left this cafe I was doing some work in, and I don't know, I was just being me. But I noticed that I started receiving more positive, I guess, attitudes from or positive service from people when I started smiling more. And it's not like, oh, smile, show your teeth and whatever, but, just be courteous, be respectful. People can feel that. People can feel when you're genuine. I'm leaving the cafe. This girl stopped me and said, "Hey, you have a beautiful smile." I was like, "What, me?" She's like, "Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day." I was like, "Oh, thanks. You have a better one." She was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." I'm like, yo, if someone says, "Have a wonderful day," you tell them you have a better one. Watch, people think they doing something good for you, do something better for them. That's how I'm approaching 2025. Just be as positive as you can be and try to run up a bag. People gotta understand, like, I'm a regular person. I like hanging out with my son, and I like having I like chilling. I like spending time with my son. I like spending time with my wife. I do regular stuff. I go to the gym. I'm just trying to make a bag at the same time. But I'm a regular person. Like, I don't try to be nothing that I'm not, And once you realize that we are the ones who make life harder than it actually is, your attitude will start to change. Honestly. Like, even now, I'm forcing myself to talk more. Just some backstory. I have a master's in organizational communications, right? And I used to teach at the collegiate level, public speaking and oral communications. And I also make music in the rap medium, right? But when it comes to making content around just me speaking, I used to do it, but I was hesitant. So I really brought myself out of the shell that I put myself in and made myself uncomfortable on purpose. Because when you're uncomfortable, you're forced to adjust. So now that I'm adjusting to speaking more, my outlook on life is even better than what it used to be. Because, like, I'm forced to come up with abstract ideas. I'm forced to actually think about the things that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So always keep a positive attitude. People can literally see it radiate off you, right? And if people wish you have a wonderful day, you tell them you have a better one. They put a smile on your face, you put a smile right back on their face. What's going on, everybody? Professor Zeus here. Another day, new opportunity at life. It's like, 6:40 in the morning right now. I'm headed to Quran class. It's usually held after the first prayer. So I'm headed in there. I wanted to follow up with something that I'll be dropping later today about how CNN is doing so many layoffs with, like, producers, journalists, and all those types of people. And some people might look at that as a bad thing. Of course, the people affected, it's not great that they don't have employment, but for small content creators, right now is the best time to start a YouTube channel because of how everything is framed. Digital platforms are in, and the way YouTube's business model is, it's pushing in the algorithm new, smaller channels because they want to go back to that discoverability. If you notice on your YouTube, you start to see more people who have like less than 1,000 views on their videos, like 500, 700 views on their video, because YouTube is trying to get back to, pushing small content creators to the forefront now. You don't really see people who have millions of followers in your algorithm. So that being the case, now is the time to find your own niche and to start your own channel about whatever you like. Obviously, some topics have more favorability, such as like finance, business, technology, those types of things. But whether you want to vlog, whether you want to have tutorials, whether you want to recap or have commentary, whatever it is, now is the time to actually start, right? Just start. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need a camera or a laptop, good audio quality, and just rock out. Just rock out. As I'm always saying, 2025 will be a great year. It just won't be easy. What are the steps that you're taking in to stay focused and dialed in, locked in on your goals, your aspirations? No one else is going to do it for you. And you can use the YouTube channel as you can even use the YouTube channel as a documentary or a diary of sorts of whatever process or whatever journey you're going through or going on. Use it. Document the steps. Document the process. We love to see a hero's journey. So why not do that? Why not do that? Don't take your ability to speak or your opinion for granted. Everyone is entitled to feel how they feel as long as they're respectful of others. And everybody has a voice. So let's hear it. Let's hear what you got to say. 2025, the year of less consuming and more producing. We got to create, baby. Let's create. Let's make something shake. Let's make something shake. All right? So keep pushing. I'm on my way to the Quran class right now. I'm going to follow up once I get out. But keep pushing. It's going to be a great year. It just won't be easy. Just got done with Quran class. Served us breakfast. A beautiful Pakistani breakfast. I'm going to post a picture. It was great, actually. So something else that occurred, I guess, in my Quran class, because Arabic is not my first language and because I'm trying to recite the Quran, there is like a language barrier, but you can't stop, don't stop. And just keep trying your best. Whatever it is that you're aspiring to do, aspiring to be, don't stop. Luckily, there's a lot of the brothers over here are supportive. They know that I'm trying, so that helps. But yeah, Sunday, gotta go pick up my son from my parents. But also, I gotta take the time to get myself ready for the week. It's gonna be an eventful week. Got a lot of content to shoot, and a lot of topics to cover. But yes, use the weekends for rest, but also use the weekends to get yourself ahead for the week. Something that I also do on weekends is, specifically Sundays, is I write out my weekly reflection goals. So anything from career goals, spiritual goals, relationship goals, financial goals. I'll reflect on how I did for this week, as well as I'll write some things down as far as how I'll improve this week, what I need to prioritize next week, lessons that I learned this week, and what's the last one I do? This week's wins. So those are 4 things that I, look back and think about in the week when I write down my weekly reflection goals. It's something good. I encourage people to do it. It gives you makes you more accountable of your weeks, right? And January is almost done, so this is the first month of the year. How did you do? You got to be accountable. You got to put some metrics down to be able to measure your level of success. Were you able to complete what you wanted to complete? Were you able to move forward towards your goals? These are the types of questions you got to ask, right? So keep pushing. It's going to be a good year. It's just going to be easy.